So, here we go. We now are going to talk about the tú commands. If you remember, you just recently went over the usted commands. Well, now we're going to go over the tú commands. Think about it. Your tú commands are going to be the commands that you give to your peers, your friends, people that you would address in the tú form, alright? So to your dog, to your neighbor, to your classmate, that's who you would give a tú command to. Alright, so think back. Whenever we've got three columns here. In the first column, we have our infinitive verb. In the second column, we have our typical usted, ustedes commands. And in the third column, we have our new tú commands. Alright, feel like I'm really off center there. Okay, let's take a look. Hablar. Think about what we had to do whenever we created our usted, ustedes commands. Well, what we did was we had our stem, and then if it was an AR verb, we used the opposite usted ending, which would have been E, and then we used the opposite ustedes ending, which would have been EN, so that left us with hable, hablen. Well, tú commands are even easier. The tú command form is actually just the usted, él, ella form. So to give your classmate the same command in the tú form, it would just be, let's choose a color I haven't used yet, we'll go red. It would just be habla. So if you wanted to tell your dog to speak, or your classmate to speak, okay, or your peer, someone else your age to speak, you would just say habla, habla. Alright, let's take a look at tomar. What did we do with tomar for usted, ustedes? Well, that command form was tome, tomen. Well, guess how easy it gets in the tú command? It's just going to be toma. So, you want to give something to your friend, you want to say, here, take it. You just say, toma. Alright? Comer. What do you think? It's just going to be that easy again, eh? You're absolutely correct. The usted command, coma. The ustedes command, to give to a group, coman. The tú command, to tell your friend, hey, eat, is just come. Come. Alright, take a look now at seguir. Seguir. Your usted command was siga. Your ustedes command was sigan. So now, your tú command is just going to be sigue, the typical usted form of the verb. I'm going to pause it real quick, jot this down, and I'm going to tell you how to make these negative. Alright, so now let's make a negative command. Let's tell someone to not speak, don't take, don't eat, don't follow. That's what we're going to do now with the negative tú commands. Alright, so now is when our endings, our opposite endings, have to come back into the back of our mind. Let's take a look. Hablar becomes habla with the affirmative command. In the negative, it'll be no hables. No hables. Alright. So therefore, what do you think toma will become in the negative tú command? If you want to say, hey, don't take this thing that I'm about to give you. Don't take it. Alright, what do you think it'll be? Take a look. We've changed ending from here to here. So if toma is our ending in the affirmative command, then it will be no tomes. Alright, come. Take a look at our ending. We're going to have to go opposite for the negative. So what do you think? If you said no comas, you are correct. Seguir. Sigue is the affirmative command in the tú form. What do you think the negative will be? If you said no sigas, you are correct again. That is how you create your negative tú commands. There are some irregular forms. There are some irregular forms, and you can take a look at those in the book. They are, because there's no real pattern, there's nothing I can teach you about them other than remembering that these particular words have an irregular to command form. You can take a look at those in the book here in chapter 7. If you have questions, be sure to email me, tweet me, get at me any way that you can, and I'll answer your questions. Suerte!